and then they would come over to the kitchen area of the house. The Irish cottages were just one big room, basically, oftentimes. Sometimes they might have two rooms, or separated a little bit, but not, often it was just one big room, just different areas. Then in the kitchen they would all gather. They would have, the old men especially would be great storytellers, and have the oral tradition of telling the stories. So they would have contests of who could tell the best stories. They would have singing contests, singing without instruments playing usually. So they could have who could be the best singers would be other contests. Sometimes people would have promised the deceased that they would sing at their wake, so then they would sing as well, because that was their promise to the deceased. They would fulfill the promise. They would have many games, all sorts of games they would play. They would play, some of the games were memory kind of games, like in the old story, this is the house that Jack built. They would, when you add something on, they would say, this is the mouse that ate the cheese that lived in the house that Jack built, and then somebody else adds the cat. So the next person has to say, this is the cat that chased the mouse that ate the cheese that lived in the house that Jack built. And then they would go around the room, all the guests at their wake, whoever was playing would have to remember the whole sequence. And if they messed up, they would have a penalty for messing up. The penalties were often, they would mix like lard and ash from the fire, and they would spread that on their face, and that was a penalty. The other real common penalty was, they even have a special stick, they'd have a special wake stick, and they would hit people on the shins with a stick. So that was another penalty for some of the games. They would do games, copy games, which they would do really quickly. So it sounds kind of easy to us, but if they're doing them quickly, it was easy to get people mixed up. One was when people were selling like scissors or a razor or a knife, and one person would be the peddler, and the other people would be in a team. And the peddler would come in and say, oh, I have the finest razor for sale. This is the best razor. It would be a bargain at any price. It's the sharpest razor you'll ever have, and it'll just last forever. And then from the pair, the salesperson would talk to one person, but the other person would only be the one allowed to answer. And the other person would say, oh, please, your razor is no good, that rusty old dull thing. And it was kind of, the Irish also have a tradition of being sharp-witted and quick-tongued, quick.